So first of all, I mean, did you decide? I mean, is this one of the first shows you personally have put on? I mean, did you decide to go big or go home?
Man, pretty much. And I'll tell you what, everybody that knows me has run me up one side and down the other. But yeah, thank God for friends. But man, Willow Fest it's always been a passion of mine to put on something to bring back to Brazoria County. There's really nothing like this ever down there that's been done, and it's not off of some just whatever. I mean, this is the Brazoria County Fairgrounds, one of the biggest fairgrounds in Texas. 15 bands, super huge show, and my main focus to give you a backdrop is, for one, I'm from Brazoria, Texas, originally. Okay,
me too.
My grandmother owned a restaurant for 50 years, and it didn't matter what your denomination was, what your nationality was, what your creed was. If you could not afford to eat, you could come to her restaurant, and she fed you and loved you, and it was all about love and support. So fast forward to now. That's why I kept my ticket prices low, and I want to bring, because a lot of the people that are down there, like, they don't want to drive to Houston. They don't want to drive to the Woodlands. They don't want to go to Toyota Center and pay $800 for a ticket. And so, you know what?
There's the Ticketmaster plug.
Yeah. So the thing about it is, I kept it cheap. I kept it inexpensive. I'm bringing 15 of the baddest bands on the market to bring a show where you can bring your kids out. It's affordable. And I'm really trying to give back and bring local music to Brazoria County, which does not have a venue down there. No venue at all. So we're trying to bring the rock and roll movement, the local music.
Create a venue.
Yeah.
Creative venue.
Yeah, we are trying to bring local music, local bands south where they do not have a venue to go see that, witness that, be a part of that, interact with that, meet bands that they would never see on a personal level. So me and Punkstar Radio and Chris Harding and all of my affiliates are wanting to bring that to the people of Brazoria County so they can actually witness that without having to drive 100 miles north to see it.
Yeah, when Glenn got to me and he told me, he's like, Chris, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, all right, Glenn's been drinking. I was like, Glenn has always got one of those crazy. I've known Glenn for many, many, many years, and he's always got those. He's a one-hit wonder. Like, he's got this, I got this idea, I got this shot, you know, and he always.
Well, it's perfect because even people in this area right here, I mean, that's still a long way.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, but he's always had these dreams and these passions, and he always makes them come true. So, I mean, I do support him 200%, not just one, but two. So, I mean, his dreams and goals, I mean, I'm from Brazoria County, too. I grew up and born and raised there. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to this. I've done a couple shows out in Freeport, you know, and I've done some beach parties and stuff like that, but we've never actually had, you know, where I can invite my school friends and be like, hey, they never want to come to Scout Bar. Oh, it's too far. And I'm like, it ain't that far.
We're bringing it south.
So we're going to bring it south, like Glenn said. I mean, we got a lot of heavy hitters on this show. We got Saliva's going to headline. They were supposed to do a show there a couple of years ago. We're not going to mention, but it kind of fell through. And I know there was a lot of people that like, man, Paul Crosby actually spent a moment of his life in Angleton. So when he raised his daughters, he was married and had his daughters there. So he was there, and he has a big following there. So, but like Glenn said, we also, Thomas Wilson from The Hunger, Glenn got with them, and I didn't even know how he pulled that card. Thomas ain't going to the Sticks. That's what I kept thinking. Thomas is coming to the Sticks. So
yeah,
we got The Hunger. I mean, we've got the Dope Show, which is pulling double duty that night. We're actually going to Corpus Christi to do a show. And then they're going to drive straight home to do Willow Fest. You know,
on top of that, I've got 3 different members of 3 different bands that play.
There's a lot of
the logistics of this has been
a lot of strings, man.
I can only imagine. Yeah,
and then on top of
that's why we better drink IPAs tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Glenn said, we have members. Mangy James.
Explain that.
Yeah, Mangy James from Dead Set Red.
I can't get my fucking mic right. I'm just letting you know.
Watch your mouth.
Oh, no,
you can say fuck. It's okay.
So what?
Explain that, Chris.
Yeah, so what we're talking about, the logistics behind it is for one band, the Dope Show has very members. It's a tribute band for Marilyn Manson. If you haven't heard of it or seen it, you should check it out. I book, support it, help it. I run the stage. I mean, I'm one of the minions on stage, and I'm part of the rehearsals, the dress rehearsals. I do all the makeup. I do all the costumes. I do the whole shoot shebango. I just don't perform. So, so Mangy James is in Dead Set Red. So
which is on the lineup.
It's on the lineup.
Right, yeah.
Dead Set Red. You got Mangy James and you got the Dope Show. So then you have Alex Slay, so which is also the drummer for the Dope Show.
That's in The Hunger.
That's in The Hunger. So
yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit, and then There's somebody else that I'm
So
forgetting.
he gets a little break between
one bad date and you lose like 4 bands.
Yeah, it's just, and, the guys are making a haul from Corpus coming in, and that's logistics. Like, man, if they break down, they want me to go to Corpus, and I'm like, dude, we got too much riding at Willow Fest. I can't go to Corpus Christi.
Thank you for that, Chris
to
Hardy.
play this show, and I'm like, and the guys are like, dude, we can't do it without you. I'm like, well, you have to do a lot without me because I gotta kind of be everywhere because I can't let Glenn down. I plan on being on the property Friday night to make sure everything.
Thank you for that.
And on top of it, I also work with the Hunger. So it's like I have to help the Hunger that day. I've got to do the dope show. I got to do makeup and production, and I've got to. I mean, I'm always behind Paul. On his side with Saliva, Cross Patrick. He's performing.
Matter of fact, where is Paul?
He's on his way. We have a special guest. He will be joining.
We do have a special guest.
Awesome.
Glenn just likes to let things out of the bag. I was just going to let him walk in, and then Cross Patrick, I also help him with his production and everything. And it's just like. There should be 4 of me there. Luckily, I have an assistant, Barry Crowley, and I'm very fortunate to have him. So
Barry definitely does the most.
yeah, Barry does the most.
Yeah.
So
Well, look, we got to take a break, but more about Willow Fest when we come back.
Man, thank you. Break time.
They're all we could afford. The Galactic Coast Power Hour. More with these two. In just a minute.
Houston, the Bayou City, known for its southern food and hospitality. I'm Executive Chef Brantley Steele of Bayou City Event Center, and we want to host your next event. Planning a fundraiser? Wedding reception? Bayou City Event Center has 53,000 square feet of customizable multi-purpose event space, indoors or out. We can also personalize and customize any menu you might have in mind. Located near NRG Stadium, call us at 281-501-6720. Go to BayouCityEventCenter.com or find us on Instagram and Facebook at Bayou City Event Center.
Hey y'all, Brittany Green here. We are all on the go, and there are days where dinner is just not in the cards. Thankfully, Fit Chef Texas is here with the Curbside Cuisine, which is a 3-course family meal delivered right to your door. You get to choose between 8 different main dishes like King Ranch chicken, beef lasagna pie, or even meatloaf. Every main dish comes with a salad and dressing, plus you choose your own dessert. Choose a different dessert for everyone in your family, like cheesecake, brownies, or even a chocolate lava cake. Fit Chef Texas has made its name delivering keto, paleo, and AIP meals to your door to help you stay on track. Go to thecurbsidecuisine.com or give Chef Gary a call at 832-288-3800 and order your family meal before noon, and he'll have it to your door by 6 p.m. that same night. That website again is curbsidecuisine.com or call 832-288-3800.
When you're looking for a new home, John Wilkinson can help answer questions related to obtaining a mortgage lender up to finding and securing the best home for you. John will take your best interests as his own and provide valuable property and neighborhood information that is important to your family. Call John at 281-974-0739 or email him at john@jwgetsitsold.com to start looking for your new home.
Did you miss us? We're back.
Yeah, dude.
Live from the ECU of Texas studios, the Galactic Coast Power Hour with John Ennis and Mighty Mike Taylor.
That is
Mighty
right.
Mike.
You're
Mighty
listening
Mike.
to the Galactic Coast Power Hour. We're visiting with Chris Harding and Glenn Autry of Punkstar Radio. Cheese. What's up? And we're Glenn's going from the single IPA to the double IPA.
I'm doubling down.
Although I think you actually might have mixed.
I did. I'm coming up with my new drink.
Yeah.
I'm coming up with a new drink.
He's doing
A Crush Art double.
Are you making art over there?
Dude, I'm making
double.
yeah.
Well, I'm over here sipping on this Bayou Buffalo Crush, and I kind of enjoy it. It's amazing.
Hey, so I brought. Okay, so obviously you
There are
mentioned
cameras.
So I brought something for you to try. I'm just kind of curious. It's a lager, and no pressure.
Well, I've actually had a couple blondes, and because we did go to some venues that only
You've only had a couple of blondes, that's it?
a couple IPAs.
Oh, okay.
So I don't mind trying them. I haven't found one that I quite like yet. So.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, this is a Pilsner, so it's closer to that style.
Yeah, it's closer
just
to the
like what it was before it became this beer. It was this.
Oh, look at that. He's going for the chug.
Dude, this guy has such an
God,
awesome radio
dog.
voice. I love it.
Truth. Yeah, he does, man.
He's like the old wolf.
It's amazing.
Awesome. We got that on film.
Golly. All right, man.
Good. I had to try it.
Yeah.
No, it is really good.
Yeah.
I'll try
Right
that
on.
one, actually.
All right,
It
so,
is really good.
Hey,
Yeah, and my girlfriend just told me, so what are you doing after the radio show? And I'm like, coming home, making dinner, and we're going to bed. Yeah, we'll see now.
Yeah, right.
Someone's in trouble.
Nah, I'm good.
So, Glenn, you're supposed to drop a website address on us, I believe.
Bing, bing.
Yeah, so with the website address being solidified is Willow Fest LBC on Facebook, Eventbrite. All the tickets are sold through Eventbrite. I do not actually have, I can't remember the actual website, but click on Eventbrite, Willow Fest. It's March 14th, and or Willow Fest LBC on Facebook.
Excellent.
I'd also, at this time, I'd like to give a special shout out to Thomas Wilson for stepping up. And Glenn has never done this before, and
Absolutely,
Thomas knows a lot of ins and outs because of Scout Bar. He's had there owned and operated on his own by himself for 15 years now. And I mean, the man is very smart, very intelligent. Not only the lead singer of The Hunger, but I mean, also a father, runs a business, and now we have Bones upstairs also.
Right.
But I mean, he knows the ins and outs of the business. He knows how to book, promote. And he's been taking Glenn underneath his wing. And I don't even know how he did that because I had nothing to do with that.
I'll tell you this right now.
Everything for him.
If it was not for Thomas Wilson and the support of not only just Scout Bar, but personally Thomas Wilson, I'm not sure the show would have happened, to be honest with you.
Right. Wow.
Thomas has really been on board. He's reached out. Like I said, I had battles. I've been fighting an uphill battle, not only with the DA, the Sheriff's Department, the judge, the fire marshal, the health code, every single avenue that it takes to get a mass gathering permit, this and that. But that's just this much of what I had to go through. But on top of that, you got to remember, we're not going to talk details, but last year there was a Saliva show that me and this man were at.
I was supposed to host.
But look, we're not going to go into details of this show, but I have fought an uphill battle from day one to overcome this, and it's reflected on my pre-sale tickets. It's reflected with my permit. It's reflected with the county judge, the district attorney's office, and mainly it's reflected with the artists. Because the artists alone, have challenged me in this and that. So. It's been an uphill battle from last year, from what happened. But like I said, we're not going to go into details. But I will tell you this: is if it was not for Thomas Wilson taking me under his wing and really helping me and putting his name on me, putting his stamp on me, because he knows what I can do down there, and he knows who I know. But I'm telling you right now, if it was not for Thomas Wilson and Scout Bar, and also Tomaso's in Alvin, Texas, if it wasn't for them two guys being behind me, this show would probably not be where it's at right now.
I think it's going to be a great day.
It is.
Absolutely. I think Thomas is the one that invited me to first, kind of brought it across my radar. Yeah. And I think I reached out to you not soon after that. Yeah. And here you are.
Well, we just had some changes. Like I said, I was in the Virgin Islands for a while, and I had everything planned out. I had a perfect plan, and, monetarily.
I told you he comes up with these ideas, man.
Yeah,
he was probably sitting on the beach in the Virgin Islands going,
dude, I was over there.
Man, I'm about to do this.
Dude, I was. But you know what? I had something coming up personally in my life where it cut my time in the Virgin Islands short, and then my name was out there, my county was out there, my friends were out there, Punkstar was out there, so it was like, oh shit time. Okay. So that's when I reached out, and here we are.
So I want to know, personal question.
Oh
because
shit time.
I saw this posted online. I saw this chick at the county or at the livestock show and rodeo, which I hosted last week, and that's where I was. I couldn't remember. So I was with the 40 Kids Plus charity. I was emceeing their tent. Nice. But anyways, I saw this chick with a foot-long corn dog. Did you make that happen? Because I want to have a corn dog contest.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I wish I could
find her
because
I need
a beer can trophy and give her like $100. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to make it happen. I make things happen. I will make it happen.
So corn dog, just ketchup or ketchup and mustard?
Mustard. All day mustard.
Ketchup with a little swirl, right?
No ketchup. Dude, if you put ketchup on a corn dog, you're not allowed in my show.
I eat mustard on it, so it's all good.
If you put ketchup on a corn dog,
mayonnaise. Got to put a little mustard on it.
No, not mayonnaise. Miracle Whip's good.
What about spicy mustard?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
deli mustard.
Oh, yeah, we don't even want to go into the mayonnaise story, Chris Harding.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
We got to talk about that one.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
We ain't got enough time for that.
It's not even right.
That's the after hours show.
Yeah.
So Glenn,
welcome to the after hours show.
All right, mayonnaise story.
So I was going to ask you, I have a couple questions about Willow Fest that
please
maybe some people need to know about. Is there hotels? Where do we find out online? Discounts on hotels, traveling stays, anything like that? What time do gates open? What time did the first band go on? What time does the beer start serving beer? And tell me.